The sands of Egypt hold more than just ancient ruins and buried treasure. They whisper stories of a civilization that thrived for millennia. Journey with us now as we peel back the layers of time and uncover the culinary world of the ancient Egyptians. Imagine the Nile River, a glistening ribbon of life meandering through the desert. Its fertile banks gave birth to a civilization that would become a beacon of art, architecture and culture. The food of ancient Egypt wasn't merely sustenance. It was a reflection of their beliefs, their social structure and their deep connection to the land. Through their cuisine we can catch a glimpse of their world. Their culinary legacy, much like their towering pyramids, stands as a testament to their ingenuity and sophistication. They transformed simple ingredients, gifted to them by the Nile, into dishes both practical and indulgent. They understood the art of flavour, the delicate dance of herbs and spices, and the importance of preserving food in a land where the sun blazed relentlessly. It's time to uncover the secrets of their kitchens, explore the ingredients that graced their tables, and discover the flavours that tantalized their palates. Join us as we embark on a culinary adventure through time. Prepare to be transported back in time to a world where food was more than just sustenance. It was a celebration of life itself. The Nile River, often referred to as the father of life by the ancient Egyptians, was much more than a waterway. It was the lifeblood of the civilization, its ebb and flow dictating the rhythm of their lives. Wheat, barley and emmer, these grains, nurtured by the Nile's annual floods, were the staples of their daily bread. Bread, in its various forms, was the cornerstone of their meals, a testament to the land's generosity. Lentils, chickpeas and fava beans, these protein-rich legumes, added variety and sustenance to their diet. The ancient Egyptians were masters of cultivating the land, coaxing life from the desert with their intricate irrigation systems. Their agricultural prowess ensured a steady supply of these essential crops, forming the foundation of a cuisine that was as diverse as it was nourishing. Onions, garlic and leeks, these pungent bulbs, added depth and complexity to their dishes. Lettuce, cucumbers and radishes, these refreshing vegetables, provided a welcome respite from the desert heat. Dates, figs and pomegranates, these sweet treats, offered a burst of natural sugar and were enjoyed fresh or dried. The Nile Valley, with its fertile soil and predictable floods, provided the ancient Egyptians with a rich tapestry of flavours. They embraced the land's offerings, incorporating a variety of vegetables and fruits into their diet, creating a cuisine that was both flavourful and nutritious. Fish, abundant in the Nile, was a staple protein source, particularly for those living near the river. Fish was often dried, salted or smoked, preserving it for leaner times. Fowls such as ducks, geese and pigeons were also a part of their diet. Meat from cattle, sheep and goats was a more luxurious food, reserved for special occasions or the elite. The ancient Egyptians were skilled hunters and fishermen, supplementing their plant-based diet with protein from the Nile and the surrounding land. From the humble fisherman to the wealthy landowner, protein sources varied, reflecting the social hierarchy of the time. Imagine the aroma of roasted meat filling the air during a feast, a symbol of wealth and prosperity. While the common people of Egypt relied on the Nile's bounty for their sustenance, the pharaohs and the elite enjoyed a lavish and diverse diet. For the pharaohs, food was not merely fuel, It was a symbol of their status, power, and divine right to rule. Spices like cumin, coriander, and saffron imported from distant lands infused their dishes with exotic aromas and tastes. Honey, a symbol of wealth and luxury, was used liberally to sweeten their food and drinks. The pharaohs dined on delicacies that were beyond the reach of ordinary Egyptians. Their tables boasted roasted gazelle, wild duck, and even ostrich, hunted in the distant deserts and brought back to the palace as a testament to their power. Wine, a symbol of celebration and abundance, flowed freely at these lavish banquets. Sweets, made with honey, dates and figs, provided a sweet ending to their extravagant meals. The pharaohs' meals were a far cry from the simple fare of their subjects. Their diets were a reflection of their wealth, power, and access to resources that were beyond the reach of ordinary Egyptians. The pharaoh, considered a living god, had access to the most exclusive and luxurious foods, a diet designed to reflect his divine status. His meals were prepared by a dedicated team of cooks who adhered to strict rituals and guidelines to ensure their purity and quality. While the pharaohs and the elite indulged in lavish feasts, the lives of ordinary Egyptians revolved around a more modest but no less flavorful culinary tradition. Imagine bustling marketplaces, filled with the sights, sounds and smells of daily life, where farmers brought their produce, fishermen their catch, and bakers their freshly baked bread. The common people, while not privy to the exotic ingredients that graced the pharaohs' tables, possessed a deep understanding of how to transform simple, locally sourced ingredients into satisfying and flavorful meals. They understood the art of preserving food, drying fish and meats in the scorching desert sun, pickling vegetables in vinegar and salt, ensuring that nothing went to waste. Their meals were a celebration of the Nile's bounty, a testament to their resilience and their ability to adapt to the challenges of their environment. The ancient Egyptians, masters of agriculture, cultivated a dazzling array of fruits that thrived in the fertile Nile Valley. Dates, with their sticky sweetness and chewy texture, were a staple food, a source of natural sugar and energy. Dates were enjoyed fresh, dried, used to sweeten cakes and breads, or even fermented into a mildly alcoholic beverage. Figs, plump and bursting with juicy sweetness, were another beloved fruit. Figs were eaten fresh, dried into chewy treats, or used to make jams and preserves. Pomegranates, with their jewel-toned seeds and tart, refreshing flavour, were highly prized. Pomegranates were enjoyed fresh, their juice used to make refreshing drinks, or their seeds sprinkled over salads and desserts for a touch of colour and tang. Grapes, cultivated in vineyards that stretched along the Nile Delta, were a symbol of abundance and celebration. Grapes were enjoyed fresh, dried into raisins, or most famously fermented into wine, a beverage enjoyed by both the living and the dead. Watermelons, with their juicy, refreshing flesh, provided a welcome respite from the desert heat. Watermelons were enjoyed fresh, their juice quenching thirst and providing much-needed hydration under the scorching sun. These fruits, gifts of the fertile Nile Valley, were more than just food to the ancient Egyptians. They were symbols of life, abundance, and the generosity of the gods. They were woven into the fabric of their daily lives, their flavours enjoyed by pharaohs and peasants alike. Fishermen skilled in the art of netting and trapping, would cast their nets into the Nile's waters, hauling in a variety of fish from small perch to large Nile perch, their silver scales glinting in the sun. Fish, a valuable source of protein, was prepared in a variety of ways. It was grilled over open fires, baked in clay ovens, dried in the sun, or salted and preserved for leaner times. While fish was a staple for many, meat was a more luxurious food, reserved for special occasions or for those who could afford it. Cattle, sheep and goats, domesticated animals that grazed on the fertile land along the Nile, provided a source of meat, milk and hides. Hunting, while not as prevalent as fishing or animal husbandry, also played a role in providing meat for the Egyptian table. Honey, often referred to as liquid gold by the ancient Egyptians, was far more than just a sweetener. It was a symbol of purity, a gift from the gods and a prized ingredient in their culinary repertoire. Honey was used to sweeten cakes, pastries and desserts, adding a touch of luxury to their otherwise simple fare. But honey's role in ancient Egyptian cuisine extended far beyond sweetening. It was used as a glaze for roasted meats, its sweetness caramelizing over the fire, creating a rich, flavorful crust. Honey was also used as a preservative, its antibacterial properties extending the shelf life of fruits, vegetables, and even meats. The ancient Egyptians, renowned for their trade networks that spanned the ancient world, had access to a treasure trove of spices, each one adding its unique flavor and aroma to their cuisine. Imagine caravans laden with exotic spices arriving from distant lands, their arrival a cause for celebration in the bustling marketplaces of ancient Egypt. Cumin, with its warm, earthy flavor, was a staple spice used generously in stews, soups and roasted meats. Imagine the comforting aroma of cumin seeds toasted in a clay pot, their essential oils released, filling the air with their warm, inviting scent. Coriander, with its citrusy, slightly sweet flavor, was another favorite, used to add a refreshing note to dishes. Imagine the delicate green leaves of the coriander plant, chopped finely and sprinkled over salads, stews and even desserts. Their fresh, vibrant flavor a welcome contrast to the richness of many Egyptian dishes. Fennel, with its licorice-like flavor, was used to add a subtle aniseed note to dishes, particularly those featuring fish or seafood. Imagine the delicate fronds of the fennel bulb, used to infuse broths and stews with their unique flavor, adding a layer of complexity to the overall taste. The ancient Egyptians were remarkably innovative in their culinary practices. They developed techniques for preserving food and brewing beverages. Fermentation was well understood by the ancient Egyptians. They used it to create beer, a staple drink. Bread making involved sourdough starter, giving bread its tangy flavor. They also created sweets using honey, dates, figs and nuts. These innovations left an indelible mark on the world of food and drink. Our journey through the kitchens and fields of ancient Egypt draws to a close, leaving us with a profound appreciation for a civilization that understood the art of sustenance and celebration. We've explored the bounty of the Nile, from its humble grains to its succulent fruits, witnessing how these simple ingredients were transformed into meals that nourished both body and soul. Imagine the echoes of laughter and conversation around a fire as families gathered to share their daily bread, the aroma of spices mingling with the smoke, creating a sensory experience that transcended time. Food wasn't merely fuel for the ancient Egyptians, it was a thread that wove together the fabric of their society, connecting them to the land, their gods, and each other. We've delved into the grand feasts of the pharaohs, where exotic delicacies and imported spices were a testament to their power and influence. Yet, even amidst such opulence, the essence of Egyptian cuisine remained rooted in the land's bounty, a reminder that even the most powerful rulers were ultimately dependent on the Nile's generosity. From the humblest farmer to the mighty pharaoh, food played a pivotal role in shaping the lives, beliefs, and traditions of this remarkable civilization. Their culinary legacy, much like their towering pyramids, stands as a testament to their ingenuity, resourcefulness, and deep-rooted connection to the natural world. As we bid farewell to the sights, smells, and tastes of ancient Egypt, let us carry with us a newfound appreciation for the simple yet profound act of sharing a meal. Their story reminds us that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of life, a bridge across cultures and generations, and a powerful reminder of our shared humanity. The echoes of their culinary traditions can still be heard in the cuisines of modern Egypt and beyond, a testament to the enduring legacy of a civilization that understood the true meaning of a life well lived, one shared with loved ones, around a table laden with the fruits of the earth. Their story is a reminder that even as time marches on, the fundamental human need for nourishment and connection remains unchanged. So the next time you break bread with loved ones, take a moment to appreciate the legacy of the ancient Egyptians, whose culinary innovations continue to enrich our lives today. Their story, etched in stone and whispered by the desert winds, reminds us that even the grandest civilizations are built upon the simple foundation of a shared meal. Welcome to ancient Egypt, a land of breathtaking pyramids, mystical deities, and unparalleled innovation. But beyond the monuments and mythology lies a fascinating story of how the ancient Egyptians maintained their health and nourished their bodies. Wellness was not just a personal endeavor, but a cultural cornerstone, deeply intertwined with their spiritual beliefs and daily practices. Join us as we explore the remarkable world of Egyptian medicine and diets, uncovering the secrets of their holistic approach to well-being. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers of medicine, combining natural remedies with spiritual practices. Their medical knowledge evolved over millennia, influenced by their observations of nature and the human body. They documented their knowledge in papyri, such as the Abydos papyrus, which contains over 700 remedies and treatments, showcasing their extensive understanding of medicinal plants and their applications. The Edwin Smith Papyrus, one of the earliest known surgical manuals, highlights their advanced surgical techniques and anatomical knowledge. These texts reveal an intricate understanding of the human body and diseases developed through centuries of practice and study. Temples dedicated to Imhotep were not only places of worship, but also centers for healing, reflecting the integration of medicine and religion in their culture. These sanctuaries offered treatments that combined prayers, rituals, and practical remedies, evolving into sophisticated centers of medical practice. This holistic approach to health, balancing the physical and spiritual realms, was a cornerstone of ancient Egyptian medicine, influencing practices for generations. The ancient Egyptians relied on the natural world for healing. Honey was prized for its antiseptic properties and used to treat wounds, while garlic was a common remedy for heart health and stamina. Willow bark, a natural source of salicylic acid, was used to alleviate pain, foreshadowing the development of aspirin thousands of years later. They also excelled in treating physical injuries. Splints made from reeds and bandages soaked in medicinal oils were used to set fractures. For infections, they employed antiseptic poultices made of resin, honey, and even copper salts, which have antibacterial properties. Dental health was a significant concern. The Egyptians used tooth powders made from crushed eggshells and ash to clean their teeth, though they faced challenges due to the abrasive nature of their bread, which wore down enamel over time. Aloe vera was another versatile remedy, used to soothe skin irritations and burns. Poppy seeds were utilized for their sedative properties, helping to relieve pain and induce sleep. Juniper berries and their oil were used to treat digestive issues and as a diuretic. Castor oil was a common laxative, aiding in digestive health and relieving constipation. A balanced diet was central to Egyptian life. Bread and beer were staples, providing carbohydrates and essential nutrients. Bread was made from emmer wheat or barley, and beer was brewed from the same grains, sometimes flavored with dates or herbs for added nutrition. Their meals included vegetables such as onions, leeks and garlic, which were rich in vitamins and believed to have medicinal benefits. Fruits like figs, dates and melons were common, adding natural sweetness and essential hydration to their diet. Fish from the Nile was an important protein source, supplemented by poultry and eggs. While red meat was reserved for the wealthy or special occasions, ordinary Egyptians had access to lentils, chickpeas and other legumes for protein. Their reliance on whole grains made their diet high in fiber, which supported digestive health. However, the sand and grit from grinding flour often led to severe dental wear, causing pain and infections. Nuts and seeds such as almonds, sesame seeds and flax seeds were also part of their diet, providing healthy fats and additional protein. Dairy products like cheese and milk were consumed, offering calcium and other essential nutrients for bone health. Herbs and spices, including coriander, cumin and fenugreek, were used to flavor their food and were believed to have health benefits. Honey was a natural sweetener and was also used for its medicinal properties, adding both flavor and health benefits to their diet. The Nile River was the heart of Egyptian life. Its annual floods brought fertile silt, making agriculture possible. Crops like wheat, barley, flax and vegetables thrived along its banks, ensuring a steady food supply. The river also provided medicinal resources. Papyrus was not only used for writing, but also as material for wound dressings. Plants like lotus flowers and water reeds were incorporated into remedies for ailments, ranging from skin conditions to digestive disorders. The cycle of planting and harvesting was closely tied to the Nile's rhythm. This abundance allowed the Egyptians to experiment with a wide range of ingredients for both sustenance and healing. The Nile was also a vital source of fish, which was a key protein in the Egyptian diet. Advanced irrigation techniques allowed Egyptians to maximize their agricultural output. Medical knowledge was often recorded on papyrus, ensuring the transmission of healing practices across generations. The legacy of ancient Egyptian wellness lives on. Many of their remedies, like honey for wounds and herbal teas for digestion, are still valued today. Modern herbal medicine and essential oils also draw from ancient practices. Their understanding of nutrition and the connection between diet and health was far ahead of its time. Today's Mediterranean diet and healthy eating trends echo their principles. Their approach to wellness reflected their reverence for balance, or ma'at, the harmony that governed all aspects of life. This balance is mirrored in modern wellness practices like yoga and meditation. From the food they ate to the medicines they crafted, the ancient Egyptians demonstrated a profound connection to the world around them. This connection continues in today's natural remedies and farm-to-table movements. Beyond their renowned remedies and diet, the ancient Egyptians also practiced surgery with remarkable skill. They employed a variety of tools, such as scalpels, forceps and probes, many of which have been discovered in tombs, showcasing their advanced understanding of medical procedures. Surgical techniques included trepanation, where holes were drilled into the skull to treat head injuries or illnesses, and the use of sutures made from plant fibers or animal sinews to close wounds. The Edwin Smith Papyrus, a medical text dating back to around 1600 BCE, provides detailed descriptions of these procedures, highlighting the Egyptians' systematic approach to surgery. They also practiced dentistry, extracting teeth and treating dental abscesses with precision. The combination of surgical skill and their vast knowledge of medicinal plants allowed them to perform complex procedures while minimizing pain and infection risks. The ancient Egyptians' contributions to surgery laid the groundwork for future medical advancements, demonstrating their ingenuity and dedication to the well-being of their people. In summary, the ancient Egyptians excelled in various aspects of wellness, from their innovative surgical practices and advanced medical tools to their comprehensive understanding of medicinal plants and balanced diets. Their holistic approach to health and medicine not only ensured the well-being of their people, but also laid a strong foundation for future generations to build upon. In ancient Egypt, medicine was deeply intertwined with magic and religion. Illnesses were believed to be caused by supernatural forces, requiring both medical knowledge and spiritual intervention. Priests, skilled healers, performed rituals to appease gods and expel spirits. Sekhmet, the lion-headed goddess, was revered in medicine. Her priests channeled her power through elaborate ceremonies. Thoth, god of wisdom, bestowed medical knowledge. Amulets and charms protected and aided recovery. Inscribed with sacred texts, they invoked divine protection. The Ebers papyrus blends spells and medical treatments. The heart was seen as the center of thought and health. During mummification, the heart was carefully preserved. Magic and religion ensured holistic well-being. This integration highlights the complexity of ancient Egyptian society and their understanding of the human condition. The diet in ancient Egypt varied significantly between social classes, reflecting wealth and status. The wealthy enjoyed diverse meals with meats, fish, fruits and vegetables. Bread and beer were staples, but quality varied by class. Commoners had simpler diets, mainly bread, beer and vegetables. Meat was a rare luxury for the working class. The Nile's bounty ensured basic foodstuffs for all. Feasts showcased wealth and reinforced social bonds. Food was a marker of status and cultural expression. Ancient Egyptian medicine was advanced and profoundly influential on later civilizations. Their knowledge of herbal remedies, surgical techniques and holistic health laid the groundwork for future practices. The Greeks adopted many Egyptian practices, integrating them into their own medical theories. Hippocrates drew inspiration from Egyptian medical texts. The Romans expanded upon Egyptian medical knowledge. Galen referenced Egyptian practices in his works. Egyptian medical papyri influenced both the ancient world and Renaissance scholars. Their emphasis on mind, body and spirit echoes in modern holistic medicine. The legacy of ancient Egyptian medicine continues to inspire contemporary practices. Understanding their influence provides a broader perspective on medical evolution. It highlights the importance of preserving and learning from ancient wisdom. Thank you for joining us on this journey into their remarkable world. Stay tuned for more explorations of the past. Explore more about ancient Egypt in our next episode. Like, share and subscribe to delve deeper into the mysteries of history. Ancient Egypt, a land of towering pyramids, enigmatic pharaohs and a rich tapestry of gods and goddesses. This ancient civilization, with its grand monuments and intricate mythology, has fascinated historians and enthusiasts alike for centuries. It is here, on the fertile banks of the Nile, that our story begins. The river, a lifeline for the people, provided the sustenance needed for agriculture and the flourishing of civilization. Legend tells of a time when the god Seth, consumed by jealousy, murdered his brother Osiris. This act of betrayal set off a chain of events that would forever change the course of Egyptian mythology. Osiris's son Horus sought to avenge his father and reclaim his rightful place as ruler. Horus, the falcon-headed god, was determined to restore balance and justice to the land. In a fierce battle with Seth, Horus lost an eye. This battle was not just a physical confrontation, but a cosmic struggle between order and chaos. From this lost eye, a single tear fell to the earth. This tear, filled with divine power and sorrow, held the essence of Horus's sacrifice and determination. This tear, imbued with the divine essence of Horus, sprouted into the first grapevine. The vine, nurtured by the gods, grew strong and bore fruit that would become a sacred elixir. Thus, wine was born, a gift from the gods to mortals. This divine beverage was believed to carry the blessings and power of the gods themselves. This captivating myth highlights the profound significance of wine in ancient Egyptian culture. It was revered not just for its taste, but for its spiritual and symbolic meanings. It was more than just a beverage. It was a symbol of life, death, and resurrection. Wine played a crucial role in rituals and ceremonies, symbolizing the eternal cycle of life and the afterlife. Wine was intricately woven into the fabric of Egyptian society, playing a pivotal role in their religious ceremonies, economic activities, and daily lives. From the grand feasts of the pharaohs to the humble gatherings of common folk, wine was a cherished part of their existence, a tribute to the enduring legacy of this ancient civilization. The cultivation of vineyards and the production of wine were sophisticated processes reflecting the ingenuity and dedication of the ancient Egyptians. They developed advanced techniques for growing grapes and fermenting wine, ensuring a steady supply of this precious liquid. Wine also played a significant role in the economy of ancient Egypt. It was traded extensively, both within the kingdom and with neighboring regions. This trade not only brought wealth but also facilitated cultural exchanges, spreading the influence of Egyptian wine far and wide. In religious rituals, wine was offered to the gods as a symbol of devotion and reverence. It was believed that the gods themselves partook in these offerings, further sanctifying the bond between the divine and the mortal realms. Festivals and celebrations often featured wine prominently, as it was a symbol of joy and abundance. These gatherings were occasions for the community to come together, share in the bounty of the land, and honor the gods who blessed them with this divine gift. The legacy of wine in ancient Egypt is preserved in their art and artifacts. From intricate depictions on tomb walls to the discovery of ancient wine jars, these remnants offer a glimpse into the cultural and spiritual significance of wine in this remarkable civilization. Today, the echoes of this ancient tradition can still be felt. The vineyards of modern-day Egypt stand as a tribute to the enduring legacy of their ancestors, who first cultivated the divine grapevine and crafted the sacred elixir that would become a symbol of life, death, and rebirth. Archaeological evidence suggests that winemaking in Egypt dates back to 3150 BCE. This ancient practice has been uncovered through the discovery of pottery shards and remnants of wine jars, providing a glimpse into the sophisticated techniques used by the Egyptians. This places it among the earliest known centers of viticulture in the world. The fertile lands along the Nile provided ideal conditions for grape cultivation, making Egypt a prominent player in the early history of winemaking. The ancient Egyptians were skilled vintners, cultivating vineyards along the Nile Delta and producing a variety of wines. These vineyards were meticulously maintained, with workers tending to the vines and ensuring a bountiful harvest each season. The importance of wine is evident in numerous historical texts and tomb paintings. These artworks and writings not only highlight the cultural significance of wine, but also provide detailed accounts of its production and consumption. Wine is frequently mentioned in hieroglyphic inscriptions, often alongside offerings to the gods. These inscriptions reveal that wine was considered a sacred beverage used in religious ceremonies and rituals to honor the deities. Elaborate scenes depict the entire winemaking process, from harvesting grapes to pressing and fermentation. These depictions show the labor-intensive methods employed by the Egyptians, highlighting their dedication to producing high-quality wine. Wine was enjoyed by people from all walks of life, from the pharaoh to the peasant. It was a symbol of social status and celebration, often consumed during feasts and special occasions. It was a staple of the Egyptian diet, consumed daily with meals. Wine accompanied a variety of dishes, enhancing the flavors and making everyday dining a more enjoyable experience. Wine was also an important trade commodity, exported to neighboring lands. The trade of wine helped to establish and strengthen Egypt's connections with other cultures and civilizations, and contributing to Egypt's economic prosperity. The wine trade played a crucial role in the economic development of ancient Egypt, providing wealth and resources that supported the growth of the civilization. The Egyptians also developed advanced methods for storing and preserving wine. Large wine cellars and storage jars were used to keep the wine fresh, ensuring that it could be enjoyed throughout the year. Wine was central to many festivals and celebrations, often used in religious ceremonies to honor the gods. These events were marked by elaborate feasts and communal gatherings where wine flowed freely. The vessels used to store and serve wine were often beautifully decorated, reflecting the importance of wine in Egyptian society. These ornate containers were crafted with great care and skill, showcasing the artistry of the ancient Egyptians. Some wine jars even featured labels and inscriptions indicating the type of wine and its origin. These markings provide valuable insights into the varieties of wine produced and the regions where they were made. The Egyptians were also connoisseurs of wine, with a keen appreciation for its quality and flavor. While wine flowed freely in ancient Egypt, another liquid held equal, if not greater, importance: oil. Just as the Nile nourished their vineyards, it also provided the raw materials for a diverse range of oils, each with unique properties and applications. These oils were not mere cooking ingredients. They were the lifeblood of ancient Egyptian society. They illuminated their homes, adorned their bodies, and played a central role in their religious ceremonies. From the humblest peasant to the mighty pharaoh, life in ancient Egypt was intricately intertwined with the versatile gifts of oil. The production of oil was a meticulous process involving the careful selection and pressing of various plants and seeds. Oils were stored in beautifully crafted jars and amphoras, and they were traded extensively both within Egypt and with neighboring regions. In daily life, oils were used for cooking, medicinal purposes, and even in beauty rituals, highlighting their multifaceted importance. Temples and religious sites often received offerings of oil, symbolizing purity and devotion, as depicted in numerous hieroglyphs and artworks. During festivals and celebrations, oil lamps would light up the night, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere that brought communities together. Truly, the story of ancient Egypt cannot be told without acknowledging the profound impact of oil on every aspect of their civilization. The ancient Egyptians were masters of extracting oils from a variety of sources. They developed sophisticated techniques to ensure the highest quality of oil. While olives were not native to Egypt, they cultivated other oil-rich plants along the Nile Valley. The fertile soil and abundant water supply made it an ideal location for growing these plants. Flax, sesame, castor beans, and moringa seeds were all prized for their oil content. Each plant had its own unique properties and uses, making them valuable commodities in ancient Egyptian society. These oils had a multitude of uses, reflecting the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the ancient Egyptians. They were stored in specially designed containers to preserve their quality and potency. They served as fuel for lamps, providing light in homes and temples. The soft, steady glow of oil lamps was essential for daily life and religious ceremonies. They were incorporated into cosmetics, perfumes, and ointments, enhancing beauty and promoting hygiene. Oils were mixed with various herbs and flowers to create luxurious and fragrant products. Oils were also indispensable in religious rituals. They were believed to have purifying and protective properties, making them essential for sacred ceremonies. They were used to anoint sacred objects, consecrate temples, and embalm the dead. The process of embalming was intricate and required large quantities of oil to preserve the body for the afterlife. Each type of oil possessed unique properties that dictated its specific uses. These oils were not just commodities, they were integral to the daily lives and spiritual practices of the ancient Egyptians. Castor oil, extracted from castor beans, was highly valued for its medicinal properties. The ancient Egyptians recognized its potent healing abilities and incorporated it into their medical practices. It was used as a laxative, an anti-inflammatory agent, and even as a labor inducer. Castor oil's versatility made it a staple in ancient Egyptian medicine, often prescribed by healers for various ailments. Sesame oil, with its pleasant aroma and long shelf life, was a staple in Egyptian kitchens. It was not only valued for its culinary uses, but also for its nutritional benefits. It was used for cooking, baking, and as a flavor enhancer. The rich, nutty flavor of sesame oil added depth to many traditional dishes, making it a favorite among ancient chefs. Sesame oil was also a key ingredient in perfumes and cosmetics. Its ability to blend well with other ingredients made it ideal for creating luxurious beauty products. Moringa oil, extracted from the seeds of the moringa tree, was prized for its moisturizing and healing properties. The ancient Egyptians used it extensively in their skincare routines. It was used to treat skin conditions, heal wounds, and protect the skin from the harsh desert sun. Moringa oil's protective qualities were essential for maintaining healthy skin in the arid climate. Moringa oil was also used in religious ceremonies, symbolizing purity and renewal. Its sacred status underscored the deep connection between the Egyptians and their natural environment, highlighting the spiritual significance of these ancient oils. The trade of these oils was a significant aspect of the ancient Egyptian economy. Markets were bustling with merchants, trading these precious oils, which were highly sought after both locally and in foreign lands. Oils were transported along the Nile and beyond, reaching distant lands through extensive trade networks. Wine and oil, two seemingly simple liquids, played a profound role in shaping ancient Egyptian culture and society. These liquids were not just for consumption, they were deeply woven into the fabric of daily life and spiritual practices. They were not merely consumables, but integral elements of their religious beliefs, economic activities, and daily lives. The use of wine and oil extended beyond the mundane, reaching into the sacred and the ceremonial. From the tears of Horus to the fertile banks of the Nile, wine and oil flowed through the veins of ancient Egypt, leaving an indelible mark on their history. Today, as we explore the ruins and artifacts of ancient Egypt, we gain a deeper understanding of how wine and oil were more than just commodities. They were symbols of life, sustenance, and divine connection, bridging the past with the present. The story of wine and oil in ancient Egypt is a testament to the civilization's enduring legacy. As the sun sets over the Nile, we are reminded of the timeless nature of these elements and their everlasting impact on history. The sands of time have long concealed the daily lives of those who lived in ancient Egypt. Yet beneath the scorching desert sun, whispers from the past remain. Tombs, adorned with intricate paintings and carvings, offer us a unique window into their world. These vibrant scenes, preserved for thousands of years, provide a glimpse into the lives of ancient Egyptians, including their children. The Egyptians believed in life after death, a realm mirroring their earthly existence. They meticulously decorated their tombs with scenes from their daily lives, hoping to carry these experiences into the afterlife. These images, frozen in time, offer us invaluable insights into their customs, beliefs, and even the games their children played. Stepping into the painted chambers of ancient Egyptian tombs is like stepping back in time. We are transported to a world teeming with activity where children are not merely passive observers, but active participants in the bustle of daily life. The tombs, particularly those from the Old and Middle Kingdoms, are replete with scenes of children engaging in various activities. These images reveal a society that cherished childhood and recognized the importance of play. Children are often depicted alongside adults participating in chores and celebrations. Their presence in these scenes suggests a close-knit family structure where children were integral members of the household and community. The tomb of Mereruka, a high-ranking official from the 6th dynasty, offers a captivating glimpse into the world of ancient Egyptian children. Among the many vibrant scenes adorning its walls, we find depictions of children engaged in playful acrobatics. These agile youngsters twist and contort their bodies into impressive poses, showcasing their flexibility and balance. One scene depicts a group of children forming a human pyramid, their small bodies balanced precariously atop one another. Another shows a young girl gracefully arched backward, her hands touching the ground behind her. These acrobatic displays were not merely forms of amusement. They were likely part of religious festivals and celebrations, adding an element of spectacle and entertainment to these important events. The rock-cut tombs of Beni Hassan, dating back to the Middle Kingdom, provide further evidence of the importance of movement and dance in ancient Egyptian culture. These tombs, carved meticulously into the cliffs, stand as silent witnesses to the vibrant life that once thrived here. The tombs, belonging to provincial governors, feature scenes of children engaged in a whirling dance, their bodies spinning and twirling with joyous abandon. These images capture the essence of youthful exuberance and the communal spirit of the time. Similarly, the tomb of Keti showcases children caught in mid-twirl, their colourful garments swirling around them like vibrant blossoms. The vivid colours and dynamic poses bring these ancient scenes to life, allowing us to glimpse the past. These whirling dances, likely accompanied by music and rhythmic clapping, were not only a form of entertainment but also a way for children to express themselves creatively and connect with their cultural heritage. Through these dances, they celebrated their identity and passed down traditions from one generation to the next, ensuring the continuity of their rich cultural tapestry. The scorching Egyptian sun dictated much of daily life, and clothing was no exception. The intense heat and relentless sun shaped the way ancient Egyptians dressed, influencing their choice of materials and styles. Ancient Egyptian children, much like their adult counterparts, donned light and airy garments suited to the hot climate. These garments were designed to keep them cool and comfortable, allowing them to go about their daily activities without being hindered by the oppressive heat. Linen, a fabric woven from the flax plant, was the material of choice, its breathable nature providing comfort in the sweltering heat. The process of weaving linen was an essential skill, passed down through generations, ensuring that everyone had access to this vital fabric. Young children, particularly boys, were often depicted wearing little to no clothing, their bare skin allowing them to stay cool under the desert sun. This minimalistic approach to clothing was practical and efficient, helping them avoid overheating. Girls, as they grew older, would wear simple linen dresses, often held up by straps over the shoulders. These dresses were not only functional, but also allowed for a degree of modesty as they transitioned into adulthood. These lightweight garments allowed for ease of movement, essential for active children engaged in play and exploration. The freedom of movement provided by their clothing enabled them to fully enjoy their childhood, exploring the world around them without restriction. The ancient Egyptian concept of childhood extended beyond mere survival. It encompassed play and imagination. Archaeological excavations at Kahun, a workers' town associated with the pyramid of Senusret II, have unearthed a treasure trove of children's toys, providing tangible evidence of their playful pursuits. Among the finds are balls made of woven fibres, their simple construction belying hours of fun spent tossing and catching. Wooden sticks, resembling miniature javelins, hint at games of skill and accuracy, while small carved figurines of animals ignite the imagination, transporting children to a world of make-believe. These toys, simple yet enduring, offer a poignant reminder that the desire for play transcends time and culture. Play in ancient Egypt was not limited to physical activity, it also encompassed games of skill and strategy. These games were an integral part of daily life and were enjoyed by both the young and the old. Board games, in particular, were popular pastimes, enjoyed by people of all ages, including children. These games were often played in the evenings or during festivals, bringing families and communities together. Two of the most well-known ancient Egyptian board games are Senet and Mehen. These games have been discovered in various archaeological sites, indicating their widespread popularity. Senet, a game of strategy played on a long, narrow board with 30 squares, involved moving pieces according to the roll of dice. The game required careful planning and foresight to outmaneuver opponents. The game, often found depicted in tomb paintings, was believed to have religious significance, representing the journey of the soul through the afterlife. It was thought that mastering Senet could help one navigate the challenges of the afterlife. Mehen, named after the snake god, was played on a circular board resembling a coiled serpent. The unique design of the board added an extra layer of complexity to the game. Players would move their pieces around the board, attempting to capture their opponent's pieces. The game required strategic thinking and a deep understanding of the rules to succeed. These games not only provided entertainment, but also honed children's cognitive skills and strategic thinking. They were a vital part of education, teaching important life skills through play. The Nile River, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, was not only a source of sustenance but also a playground for children seeking respite from the desert heat. Swimming was a popular activity, and tomb scenes often depict children frolicking in the river's cool waters. One scene shows a group of children splashing and playing in the shallows, their laughter echoing through the ages. Another depicts children swimming alongside adults, their bodies sleek and agile in the water. The Nile, despite its inherent dangers, provided a much-needed escape from the scorching sun, offering children a chance to cool off, socialize, and engage in carefree play. The scenes etched into the walls of ancient Egyptian tombs offer us a poignant and enduring glimpse into the lives of children who lived thousands of years ago. These images, imbued with a sense of timelessness, remind us that childhood, with its inherent joys and wonder, transcends time and cultural boundaries. While our knowledge of ancient Egyptian childhood remains fragmentary, these glimpses into their world paint a picture of a society that valued play, creativity, and the importance of family. The toys they cherished, the games they played, and the laughter that undoubtedly filled their days are testaments to the universality of childhood experiences. Abydos. The very name evokes a sense of mystery and ancient power, a place where history and myth intertwine. Located on the west bank of the Nile in Upper Egypt, Abydos is one of the oldest and most important archaeological sites in all of Egypt, a cradle of civilization. For millennia, Abydos has been a place of pilgrimage, a sacred ground where ancient Egyptians came to honor their gods and seek a connection to the afterlife. Abydos was more than just a city. It was a symbol of the eternal cycle of life, death and resurrection, a testament to the beliefs of an ancient people. Even today, standing among the ruins of its temples and tombs, one can feel the weight of history and the echoes of a civilization long gone, yet still present in spirit. For it was here, in the sands of Abydos, that the story of ancient Egypt began to unfold, a story that continues to captivate the world. Here, pharaohs were laid to rest, their tombs filled with treasures and offerings for the afterlife, ensuring their journey to eternity. And it was here that the cult of Osiris, god of the underworld and rebirth, took root and flourished, shaping the spiritual landscape of ancient Egypt. Abydos was never truly abandoned, its spiritual significance enduring through the ages. Even after its political and economic power waned, it remained a sacred site, a place where pilgrims continued to come to pay homage to Osiris and pray for his blessings, a tradition that persists to this day. Over the centuries, the sands of the desert slowly encroached upon the city, burying its temples and tombs beneath their protective embrace, preserving them for future generations. But the legacy of Abydos lived on, preserved in the myths and legends passed down through generations of Egyptians, a testament to its enduring influence. It was not until the 19th century that archaeologists began to excavate the ruins of Abydos, uncovering its secrets and revealing the splendor of this once great city, a city that had been lost to time. Today, Abydos is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, its temples and tombs a testament to the ingenuity, artistry and enduring beliefs of the ancient Egyptians, a legacy that continues to inspire awe and wonder. Abydos first rose to prominence in the pre-dynastic period around 3100 BC, when Egypt was in its infancy, a time when the foundations of one of the world's greatest civilizations were being laid. It was during this time that the first pharaohs, rulers who united Upper and Lower Egypt under their rule, chose Abydos as their final resting place, marking it as a site of immense importance. They constructed elaborate tombs known as mastabas, which were rectangular structures with flat roofs and sloping sides, built of mud brick and often decorated with colourful paintings and intricate reliefs. These early tombs were not just places of burial, but also symbols of power and authority, reflecting the pharaoh's divine status. They were filled with grave goods, including pottery, jewellery, weapons and even boats, intended to accompany the deceased into the afterlife, ensuring they had everything they needed for their journey. The tombs at Abydos provide us with invaluable insights into the beliefs, rituals and social structures of these early Egyptians, offering a window into their world. One of the most significant discoveries at Abydos was the tomb of King Jer, one of the earliest pharaohs of the First Dynasty, whose reign marked a pivotal moment in Egyptian history. Jer's tomb was a large and impressive structure surrounded by subsidiary graves for his family and retainers, indicating his high status and the reverence in which he was held. Inside the tomb, archaeologists discovered fragments of Jer's funerary equipment, including a fragment of his arm, which had been ripped off and placed in a separate box, a practice that remains a mystery. The presence of such elaborate tombs at Abydos suggests that the city was already a place of great religious significance in the pre-dynastic period, long before the rise of the pharaohs. It was believed to be the burial place of Webwawet, the jackal god of the dead, who was closely associated with the king and the afterlife, guiding the souls of the deceased. The association with Webwawet, combined with the presence of royal tombs, made Abydos a powerful symbol of death and resurrection, a place where the pharaohs could transition to the afterlife and join the company of the gods, ensuring their eternal life and divine status. As Egypt entered the early dynastic period, around 3000 to 2686 BC, Abydos continued to flourish as a necropolis and a centre of religious activity. However, it was during this time that a new cult began to emerge in Abydos, one that would eventually overshadow all others, the cult of Osiris. The origins of Osiris are shrouded in mystery, but he is typically depicted as a mummified king, often with green skin symbolizing rebirth, wearing the Atef crown and holding the crook and flail, symbols of kingship and fertility. According to Egyptian mythology, Osiris was a benevolent king who ruled Egypt with his wife Isis. He taught the Egyptians agriculture, law and civilization, but was murdered by his jealous brother, Set. Osiris's death and resurrection became a central myth in Egyptian religion, symbolizing the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. His story resonated deeply with the Egyptians, who saw in Osiris a promise of eternal life after death. As the cult of Osiris spread throughout Egypt, Abydos became one of the most important pilgrimage sites in the country, attracting countless devotees. Egyptians from all walks of life flocked to Abydos, hoping to be buried near the god Osiris, or at least to have their names inscribed on stelae or other monuments erected in the sacred precinct. They believed that proximity to Osiris would increase their chances of a favorable judgment in the afterlife. Pilgrims would offer prayers, sacrifices, and votive offerings to Osiris, hoping to gain his favor and ensure their resurrection. The pilgrimage to Abydos was a journey of faith, a chance to connect with the divine and seek solace in the face of death. The spiritual atmosphere of Abydos provided comfort to many. The influx of pilgrims to Abydos had a profound impact on the city. Temples and shrines were built to accommodate the growing number of worshippers. Cenotaphs, symbolic tombs that did not contain the body of the deceased, were constructed by wealthy Egyptians who could not afford to be buried at Abydos but wanted to be symbolically linked to the god. Abydos became a bustling center of religious activity, its streets thronged with priests, pilgrims, and merchants. The pilgrimage to Abydos was more than just a religious duty. It was also an opportunity for social and economic exchange. People from different parts of Egypt would converge on Abydos, bringing with them their customs, beliefs, and goods. The city became a melting pot of Egyptian culture, a place where ideas were shared and traditions were transmitted, enriching the cultural tapestry of Egypt. In ancient Egypt, the concept of eternity was not just a distant dream, but a tangible reality. The Egyptians built their homes, not just for the living, but also for the afterlife. They believed that the soul would continue to live on, needing a place to reside. Tombs were constructed with meticulous care, designed to last forever. These structures were more than just resting places. They were eternal homes for the departed. The walls were adorned with scenes of daily life, ensuring that the deceased could continue their existence in the afterlife. The belief in an eternal house was deeply rooted in their culture. Every detail, from the architecture to the inscriptions, was meant to provide comfort and security for the soul's journey beyond death. This profound connection between life and death, between the temporal and the eternal, is what made ancient Egyptian civilization so unique and enduring. Their houses for eternity stand as a testament to their unwavering faith in the afterlife. The stones of Abydos tell a story that spans millennia. Each carving, each inscription is a testament to the lives and beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. It's fascinating to think about how these stones have witnessed the ebb and flow of history, standing silent yet eloquent in their endurance. At Abydos, the gods were honored with grand temples and intricate rituals. The ancient Egyptians believed that Abydos was the gateway to the afterlife, a sacred place where they could connect with the divine. The devotion and reverence shown here reflect a deep spiritual connection that transcended daily life. Beyond the famous temples, Abydos is home to numerous other monuments that add to its rich tapestry. From lesser-known chapels to ancient tombs, each structure contributes to the overall significance of this sacred city. These monuments, though perhaps not as renowned, are equally important in understanding the full scope of Abydos's historical and cultural landscape. The legacy of Abydos is not just in its ancient stones, but in the wealth of knowledge it has provided to modern archaeology. Each discovery here has helped piece together the complex puzzle of Egypt's past. The significance of Abydos continues to grow as new findings shed light on the lives and beliefs of those who once walked these grounds. In many ways, the story of Abydos is still being written, one artifact at a time. The Nile, the lifeblood of Africa, flows through a land of ancient wonders. Along this journey, it encounters Nubia, a land as rich and enigmatic as the river itself. Nubia, nestled in modern-day Sudan and southern Egypt, was a land of strategic importance. It was a gateway between the Mediterranean world and the heart of Africa. Nubia's significance was not lost on the ancient Egyptians. They called it Tarseti, the land of the bow, in recognition of the famed Nubian archers. These skilled warriors were highly sought after in Egyptian armies. Gold, ivory, ebony, and exotic animals flowed from the heart of Africa, through Nubia and into Egypt. The Egyptians, recognizing this, sought to control Nubia, leading to centuries of complex interactions. The story of Nubia and Egypt is one of conflict and cooperation, of cultural exchange and intertwined destinies. Nubia was a land of abundance, blessed with resources coveted by its northern neighbor, Egypt. Gold, shimmering and precious, was perhaps the most sought-after treasure. Nubia's gold mines, located deep within its mountainous terrain, became a source of fascination and desire for the Egyptians. Beyond gold, Nubia was a land of exotic wonders. Ebony, a dark, fine-grained wood, was prized for its beauty and durability. Ivory from the tusks of elephants was carved into exquisite ornaments and works of art. Animal skins, precious stones, and aromatic resins all flowed north from Nubia, enriching the Egyptian economy and culture. Trade routes, traversing the Nile and crossing the desert, connected Nubia and Egypt. Caravans laden with goods carried not just material wealth, but also ideas and cultural practices. This interaction, driven by economic necessity and fueled by the Nile's bounty, laid the foundation for a relationship that would endure for millennia. The relationship between Nubia and Egypt was not always harmonious. The allure of Nubia's riches, coupled with its strategic importance, often led to conflict. Egyptian pharaohs, eager to secure their borders and control the flow of valuable resources, launched military campaigns into Nubia. Despite the conflicts, periods of peaceful coexistence and cooperation punctuated the tumultuous history. Trade flourished during these times of peace, with both civilizations benefiting from the exchange of goods and ideas. Nubian rulers, eager to secure their own power and legitimacy, sometimes sought alliances with the Egyptian pharaohs. Royal marriages, a common diplomatic tool in the ancient world, cemented these alliances and fostered cultural exchange. Nubian princesses, renowned for their beauty and grace, were welcomed into the Egyptian royal court. Similarly, Egyptian scribes, artisans and officials traveled south to Nubia, spreading Egyptian ideas and technologies. The two civilizations, though often at odds, were bound by the shared waters of the Nile and the intricate tapestry of human interaction. The interactions between Nubia and Egypt extended far beyond the battlefield and the marketplace. Nubians, drawn by opportunity or brought as captives of war, became an integral part of Egyptian society. Their skills as archers, warriors and administrators were highly valued, and many rose to positions of prominence within the Egyptian hierarchy. Nubian archers, renowned for their accuracy and discipline, were a common sight in Egyptian armies. Beyond the military, Nubians excelled in administration and governance. Egyptian records mention Nubian scribes, officials and even governors who managed Egyptian provinces. These individuals, often highly educated and multilingual, navigated the complexities of Egyptian bureaucracy and contributed to the efficient running of the empire. Nubian artisans, musicians, dancers and laborers contributed to the vibrancy of Egyptian culture. Their presence is evident in Egyptian art, where Nubian features, hairstyles and clothing styles are often depicted. The adoption of Nubian cultural elements highlights the dynamic nature of Egyptian society and its ability to absorb and adapt to foreign influences. The rise of Kush, a Nubian kingdom's ascent. Around the 8th century BCE, a powerful kingdom emerged in Nubia, centered at the city of Napata. This kingdom, known as Kush, would challenge Egyptian dominance and eventually rule over the land of the pharaohs. The Kushites, deeply influenced by Egyptian culture, adopted many of its customs and beliefs. They worshipped Egyptian gods, built pyramids and temples in the Egyptian style, and even adopted hieroglyphic writing. However, they also retained their own distinct traditions, language, and artistic styles. Kushite kings, powerful rulers who commanded vast armies, presented themselves as the legitimate heirs of the pharaohs. The rise of Kush marked a turning point in the relationship between Nubia and Egypt. Their armies, led by skilled warriors and equipped with advanced weaponry, pushed northwards, capturing Egyptian cities and defeating Egyptian armies. The Kushite kings, now rulers of both Nubia and Egypt, ushered in an era of renaissance, reviving Egyptian traditions and leaving an indelible mark on Egyptian art, religion, and architecture. The 25th dynasty, established by the Kushite king Paya around 747 BCE, marked a significant moment in Egyptian history. For the first time, a dynasty of Nubian origin ruled over the land of the pharaohs. These black pharaohs left a lasting impact on Egyptian culture, religion, and architecture. They revitalized Egyptian traditions, ushering in a period of artistic and religious renewal. The Kushite pharaohs were devout patrons of the Egyptian god Amun, restoring temples and monuments dedicated to him. They embraced traditional Egyptian artistic conventions, commissioning colossal statues and intricate reliefs. They also introduced elements of their own Kushite heritage, blending Egyptian motifs with Nubian styles. The story of Nubia and Egypt is not simply a tale of two separate civilizations. It is a testament to the power of cultural exchange, the blurring of boundaries, and the creation of a shared heritage. Over centuries of interaction, Nubian and Egyptian cultures intertwined, each influencing and enriching the other. While Nubia adopted Egyptian religious beliefs, artistic styles, and even language, Egypt was equally open to Nubian influences. Nubian music, dance, and fashion found their way into the Egyptian court and society. Nubian gods and goddesses were incorporated into the Egyptian pantheon. The Egyptian language itself borrowed words and phrases from Nubian languages, a testament to the close interaction between the two peoples. This cultural fusion is evident in the archaeological record, in the art, architecture, and artifacts that have survived the sands of time. Temples in Nubia, built by Kushite pharaohs, feature a unique blend of Egyptian and Nubian artistic styles. This intertwining of cultures created a vibrant and dynamic civilization along the Nile Valley. Nubia, though often overshadowed by its more famous neighbour, played a pivotal role in shaping the course of history. Its contributions to world civilization, often overlooked or downplayed, are finally being recognized and celebrated. From its strategic importance as a crossroads of trade to its cultural innovations, Nubia left an indelible mark on the ancient world. Nubia's gold, ebony and ivory enriched the economies of ancient civilizations. Its warriors, renowned for their skills as archers, served in armies across the ancient Near East. Its kings, the Black Pharaohs, ruled over Egypt, leaving a lasting legacy on its art, religion and architecture. Nubia's impact extends beyond its material and political contributions. It was a center of innovation, developing its own unique alphabet, known as Meroitic script, which remains partially undeciphered. Its artisans created stunning works of art, blending Egyptian motifs with their own distinct styles. Nubia's story is a reminder that history is not written solely by the victors. For centuries, the story of Nubia remained hidden beneath the sands of time. Its monuments and cities lay buried, overshadowed by ancient Egypt. Recently, archaeologists and historians have begun to unearth the secrets of this forgotten civilization. New discoveries challenge our understanding of Nubian history and culture. Excavations at Kerma, Napata and Meroe reveal Nubia's social structure and artistic achievements. The decipherment of Meroitic script is unlocking Nubian language and literature. Studying Nubia is about recognizing its contributions to world history and celebrating its unique identity. As we unearth Nubia's treasures, we see history as a dynamic and evolving narrative. Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, a name synonymous with exploration and discovery, was born in Switzerland in 1784. He grew up in a privileged family, receiving a classical education that ignited a passion for history and languages. Burckhardt's thirst for knowledge extended beyond the confines of Europe. He yearned to explore the distant lands of the Orient, captivated by their ancient civilizations and rich cultures. Little did he know that his name would be etched in history as a pioneer of exploration, forever linked to the rediscovery of some of the world's most awe-inspiring archaeological treasures. Burckhardt's early years were marked by a deep fascination with the world beyond his Swiss homeland. He devoured tales of adventure and exploration, his imagination ignited by the accounts of early travelers. His academic pursuits reflected this thirst for knowledge, excelling in his studies of history, geography and languages. These disciplines provided him with a strong foundation, equipping him with the tools necessary to navigate the complexities of the Orient. With each passing year, his desire to experience these distant lands firsthand grew stronger, setting the stage for an extraordinary life of exploration and discovery. Burckhardt's family, while supportive of his academic pursuits, held reservations about his ambitions to travel to the east. The region was perceived as dangerous and unpredictable, fraught with risks that worried his loved ones. However, Burckhardt's determination remained unwavering. He understood the challenges that lay ahead but was undeterred. His resolve to explore the Orient, to immerse himself in its cultures and uncover its secrets, fueled his determination to overcome any obstacle in his path. This unwavering spirit would serve him well in the years to come, guiding him through the triumphs and tribulations of his extraordinary journeys. Determined to realize his dreams, Burckhardt embarked on a period of rigorous preparation. He journeyed to London in 1806, immersing himself in the city's intellectual circles. He honed his Arabic language skills at Cambridge, recognizing the importance of mastering local dialects to navigate the complexities of communication in the East. This linguistic dedication was not merely academic, it was a testament to Burckhardt's respect for the cultures he sought to engage with. His studies went beyond language acquisition, encompassing a deep dive into the history, customs and religious practices of the Arab world. He delved into the accounts of previous explorers, scrutinizing their successes and failures, gleaning valuable insights from their experiences. Burckhardt recognized that knowledge, particularly cultural sensitivity, would be his greatest asset in navigating the challenges of the Orient. His preparations were meticulous, reflecting a blend of academic rigor and practical wisdom, shaping him into an explorer uniquely equipped for the journey ahead. In 1809, under the auspices of the African Association, a London-based organization dedicated to exploring the African continent, Burckhardt embarked on his journey to Cairo. This marked the beginning of his transformation from a scholar into an explorer, stepping out of the libraries and lecture halls and into the heart of the unknown. The voyage to Cairo was arduous, fraught with the challenges of sea travel during that era. Yet, Burckhardt faced each obstacle with unwavering determination, his spirit buoyed by the knowledge that he was one step closer to realizing his lifelong dream. His arrival in Cairo marked the beginning of his immersive experience in the Arab world. He dedicated himself to perfecting his Arabic, adopting local customs, and immersing himself in the rhythms of life along the Nile. He understood that to truly connect with the people and places he aimed to explore, he needed to blend in, to shed the persona of a European outsider and embrace the guise of a traveler who respected and appreciated the nuances of their culture. This commitment to cultural immersion would prove invaluable in the years to come, enabling him to gain access to places and people that had remained hidden from the outside world. Donning the persona of Sheikh Ibrahim ibn Abdallah, a guise meticulously crafted to blend into local communities, Burckhardt embarked on his exploration of the Ottoman Empire's southern regions. This strategic adoption of a local identity was essential for his safety and success. It allowed him to navigate sensitive religious and cultural landscapes, facilitating interactions with local populations who might have been wary of a European traveller. His disguise was more than just a change of clothes. It was an embodiment of his commitment to respectful exploration. In 1812, while journeying through the rugged landscapes of present-day Jordan, Burckhardt encountered Bedouin tribesmen who spoke of a hidden city carved into the sandstone cliffs. Intrigued by their descriptions, he persuaded them to guide him to this mysterious place, unaware that he was about to rediscover one of antiquity's most spectacular lost cities, Petra. The journey was fraught with challenges, navigating treacherous terrain and negotiating with wary locals. Yet Burckhardt's perseverance, fueled by a thirst for discovery, led him to the very heart of this hidden wonder. As he stood before the treasury, Petra's most iconic monument, carved with astonishing detail into the sheer rock face, Burckhardt was awestruck. He meticulously documented the ruins, sketching detailed drawings and recording intricate measurements. He recognized the historical significance of his discovery, understanding that he was rediscovering a lost civilization, a testament to the ingenuity and artistry of the Nabataean people. His meticulous documentation, carried out under the guise of a simple traveller, would prove crucial in reintroducing Petra to the world. Despite his awe at the grandeur of Petra, Burckhardt remained committed to his assumed identity. He knew that revealing his true purpose could jeopardize his safety and limit his access to other hidden treasures. He feigned disinterest, downplaying the significance of the ruins to avoid arousing suspicion. This act of calculated indifference, a testament to his adaptability and quick thinking, allowed him to complete his exploration of Petra and continue his journey, carrying with him the knowledge of a rediscovered wonder that would captivate the world's imagination. Burckhardt's journey continued southward, leading him to Egypt, a land steeped in ancient history. He immersed himself in the study of hieroglyphics, recognizing the importance of deciphering these ancient scripts to unlock the secrets of Egypt's past. His linguistic talents, honed through years of dedicated study, proved invaluable as he grappled with the complexities of this ancient writing system. His efforts, while preliminary, contributed to the growing field of Egyptology, laying the groundwork for future scholars who would ultimately crack the code of hieroglyphics. In 1813, while travelling along the Nile, Burckhardt's attention was drawn to tales of colossal statues buried in the sand near the village of Abu Simbel. Intrigued, he ventured into the desert, guided by local stories and rumours. His perseverance was rewarded when he stumbled upon the awe-inspiring temple complex of Abu Simbel, half buried by the shifting sands of time. The sight of these colossal statues, carved with such grandeur and scale, left him speechless. He recognized the historical significance of his discovery, understanding that he was standing before a monument of unparalleled grandeur, a testament to the power and ambition of Pharaoh Ramesses II. He meticulously documented the site, his detailed descriptions and sketches capturing the magnificence of the temple complex. Burckhardt's discovery at Abu Simbel, alongside his rediscovery of Petra, cemented his legacy as a pioneer of archaeology, a man who brought to light some of the ancient world's most spectacular treasures. Despite the challenges he faced, the scorching heat, the unforgiving terrain, and the constant need to maintain his assumed identity, Burckhardt's spirit never wavered. He pressed on, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a profound respect for the cultures he encountered. His journey through Egypt was more than just a geographical exploration. It was a testament to the power of human curiosity. A journey that revealed the enduring allure of ancient civilizations and the thrill of uncovering their hidden wonders. Let's travel back in time to meet the Nabataeans, a fascinating ancient civilization. They were an ancient people who lived in the deserts of the Middle East, thriving in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Imagine them becoming a powerful force between the 4th and 2nd centuries BC, known for their amazing trading skills and strategic acumen. They were like the experts of their time, controlling important trade routes that connected Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean, facilitating the exchange of goods and culture. Think of the valuable goods they transported: spices, incense, and myrrh, items that were highly sought after and essential for various rituals and daily life. These goods were super popular in the ancient world, making the Nabataeans incredibly influential and wealthy. This trade made them very wealthy, allowing them to build impressive cities and monuments, the most famous being Petra, carved into the cliffs. The Nabataeans were also skilled negotiators, adept at keeping peace with different empires and ensuring the safety of their trade routes. This made them important players in the region's trade, acting as intermediaries between various cultures and economies. Even today, historians and archaeologists are fascinated by their legacy as desert traders, uncovering new insights into their sophisticated society and enduring influence. The beginnings of the Nabataeans are still a bit of a mystery. Their early history is shrouded in the sands of time, leaving much to the imagination and the diligent work of archaeologists. Scholars, who are like history detectives, believe they were a nomadic Arab people who journeyed from the Arabian Peninsula around the 6th century BC. These scholars piece together clues from ancient texts and artifacts to form a picture of the Nabataeans' early days. They settled in what we now know as Jordan, southern Syria, and northwestern Saudi Arabia. This region, with its rugged terrain and strategic location, became the heart of their civilization. Living in this tough desert environment shaped their culture, making them experts at saving water. The harsh conditions of the desert demanded ingenuity and resilience, qualities that the Nabataeans possessed in abundance. They came up with clever ways to collect and store water, which helped them thrive in this unforgiving landscape. Their advanced water management systems, including cisterns and rock-cut channels, were marvels of engineering. The name Nabataean might come from the Arabic word nabat, meaning to spring up or grow, which makes sense considering how they flourished in a dry environment. Their ability to adapt and grow in such a harsh climate is a testament to their resourcefulness. The Nabataeans left behind a rich cultural legacy, and their impact on the region is still visible today. From the majestic ruins of Petra to the ancient inscriptions that tell their story, the Nabataeans continue to captivate our imagination and inspire awe. The Nabataeans were known for their advanced and fair society. Unlike many ancient civilizations, they didn't believe in slavery. They believed in working together and sharing responsibility, valuing equality and fairness. The Nabataeans were ruled by a royal family, but their system wasn't like a monarchy where the king has absolute power. The king had advisors and a council to give him advice, which suggests a kind of democracy in their government. This focus on justice and collaboration made them successful, creating a strong sense of community. It helped them manage their trade networks and maintain stability for centuries. Their societal structure shows us their progressive values. The Nabataeans believed in many gods and goddesses, often connected to nature. They respected the power of the sun, mountains and water. Dushara, the god of the mountains, was their main god, and they also worshipped Alat, a goddess of fertility and prosperity. The Nabataeans included elements of other cultures in their religious practices, reflecting their interactions with different civilizations through trade. They considered certain places sacred, building impressive temples and high places for worship. These structures, often carved directly into sandstone cliffs, show off their amazing architectural skills. Their religious beliefs played a big part in their culture and art. The Nabataean kingdom was in a very strategic location, nestled in the heart of the ancient world. They lived in a region that is now Jordan, southern Syria, and parts of Saudi Arabia, a vast and diverse landscape that offered both challenges and opportunities. Their territory included important trade routes, which were the lifeblood of their economy and culture. These routes crossed the Arabian Peninsula and connected to the Mediterranean Sea, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas and cultures. This strategic location was really important for their economic success, allowing them to become a central hub in the ancient world. It allowed them to control the flow of goods between the East and the West, making them indispensable to traders and merchants. The Nabataeans were skilled diplomats, adept at negotiating and maintaining alliances. They maintained peaceful relationships with their neighbours, ensuring stability and prosperity within their borders. This allowed them to focus on trade and development, building a robust economy and sophisticated infrastructure. They built a network of impressive cities, with Petra being the crown jewel, showcasing their architectural prowess. These cities thrived as centres of commerce and culture, attracting people from all over the ancient world. Their ability to thrive in a challenging environment is a testament to their adaptability and ingenuity, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire to this day. The Nabataeans were masters of trade. They dominated the lucrative incense route. This route brought frankincense, myrrh and spices from southern Arabia to the Mediterranean. These commodities were highly prized in the ancient world. They were used in religious ceremonies, perfumes and medicines. The Nabataeans transported these goods across vast deserts using camel caravans. Their knowledge of the desert and its oases was unparalleled. They developed sophisticated systems for navigation and water conservation. This allowed them to cross vast distances and endure harsh conditions. Their control of the incense route brought them immense wealth and influence. They became key players in the ancient world's economy. The Nabataeans are perhaps best known for their capital city, Petra. This magnificent city, located in Jordan, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Petra is renowned for its awe-inspiring rock-cut architecture. The city is carved directly into towering sandstone cliffs. The most iconic structure in Petra is the treasury. This elaborate facade, carved into the cliff face, is a testament to the Nabataeans' architectural genius. It served as a royal tomb. Petra was more than just a city. It was a symbol of Nabataean wealth and power. It showcased their mastery of engineering and art. The Nabataeans lived in a complex geopolitical landscape. They interacted with powerful empires like the Ptolemies of Egypt and the Seleucids of Syria. The Nabataeans were skilled diplomats. They formed alliances and negotiated their independence. They successfully defended their territory against invasions. They demonstrated their military prowess. In 106 AD, the Roman Empire annexed the Nabataean kingdom. Petra became part of the Roman province of Arabia Petraea. Despite Roman rule, the Nabataeans' cultural influence persisted. Their architectural style continued to flourish. The Nabataean kingdom may have fallen to the Romans. However, their legacy continues to resonate today. Their impressive architectural achievements, particularly Petra, continue to inspire awe and wonder. Their innovative water management systems are still studied by modern engineers. The Nabataeans made significant contributions to art, language and culture. They developed a distinctive script. This script influenced the development of the Arabic alphabet. Their artistic motifs, blending Eastern and Western influences, reflect their cosmopolitan nature. The Nabataeans were a remarkable civilization. They thrived in a challenging environment. They built a prosperous kingdom on trade and innovation. Their story is a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. Their legacy continues to enrich our understanding of the ancient world. Deep within the desert sands, an ancient civilization beckons. Egypt, a land of pharaohs and pyramids, has captivated the world for millennia. For centuries, the mysteries of ancient Egypt lay dormant, hidden beneath layers of sand and time. Who were these people who built such wonders? What secrets did their tombs hold? The allure of Egypt's enigmatic past has drawn explorers and scholars for generations. Join us now as we journey through time, exploring the fascinating history of this captivating field of study. Our exploration begins in antiquity, where early explorers and scholars first attempted to decipher the mysteries of ancient Egypt. We'll delve into the contributions of figures like Thutmose IV, a pharaoh who initiated early restoration efforts at ancient sites. These early pioneers laid the foundation for the formal study of Egyptology. From the deciphering of hieroglyphs to the excavation of forgotten tombs, each discovery has brought us closer to understanding the people and culture of ancient Egypt. Our journey into Egyptology begins not with an outsider, but with a pharaoh himself. Thutmose IV, a ruler during Egypt's glorious New Kingdom, was drawn to the grandeur of the past. He took a particular interest in the great Sphinx of Giza, a colossal statue already ancient in his time. Thutmose, seeing a symbol of both power and mystery, ordered its excavation. Thutmose's initiative marked an early awakening of interest in Egypt's ancient past. Centuries later, as Egypt fell under the sway of foreign powers, the task of recording its history fell to a man named Manetho. An Egyptian priest living during the Ptolemaic period, Manetho possessed knowledge of both Egyptian and Greek culture. His most significant work was the History of Egypt, a comprehensive chronicle written in Greek. In the Manetho organized the pharaohs of Egypt into dynasties or ruling families. Through these fragments, Manetho's influence on our understanding of Egyptian history remains profound. The Ptolemaic period, though marking the end of native pharaonic rule, ironically ushered in a new era of engagement with ancient Egypt. The Ptolemies, keen to legitimize their rule, embraced Egyptian culture and traditions. It was during their reign that the famous Rosetta Stone was created in 196 BC. This accidental find would revolutionize the study of ancient Egypt, paving the way for the decipherment of hieroglyphs and the birth of modern Egyptology. The discovery of the Rosetta Stone ignited a firestorm of intellectual curiosity across Europe. Scholars raced to decipher the ancient hieroglyphs, hoping to unlock the secrets held within their intricate symbols. The breakthrough came in 1822, when a brilliant young French scholar named Jean-François Champollion cracked the code. Champollion recognized that the hieroglyphs on the Rosetta Stone represented sounds as well as ideas. With each decipherment, the ancient Egyptian language came alive, revealing a rich tapestry of history, mythology, and everyday life. While Champollion's work illuminated the written word, a new generation of explorers and archaeologists ventured into the deserts and tombs of Egypt. Among these pioneers was Sir William Matthew Flinders Petrie, a British archaeologist often hailed as the father of scientific archaeology. Petrie revolutionized the field of archaeology with his meticulous approach to excavation and recording. His insistence on recording even the smallest details laid the foundation for modern archaeological practice. The late 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed a golden age of Egyptological discovery. Armed with Champollion's decipherments and inspired by Petrie's methods, archaeologists from around the world flocked to Egypt. Expeditions unearthed a wealth of artifacts, from colossal statues and intricate jewellery to everyday objects. One discovery, however, would capture the world's imagination like no other: the tomb of Tutankhamun. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, largely intact and filled with a dazzling array of golden treasures, became a global sensation. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 remains a pivotal moment in Egyptology. The world held its breath as Howard Carter peered into the tomb's antechamber. Inside, Carter and his team found over 5,000 artifacts. Golden chariots, carved furniture, alabaster lamps and chests of jewellery filled the tomb. At the heart lay Tutankhamun, his mummified remains in nested coffins, culminating in the iconic golden mask. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb wasn't just about the dazzling gold and precious objects. It provided an unprecedented glimpse into the burial practices, religious beliefs, and artistry of ancient Egypt. Advances in scientific analysis, such as DNA testing and CT scans, have allowed researchers to learn more about Tutankhamun's health, his family relationships, and the circumstances surrounding his death. The boy king's legacy extends far beyond his brief reign, serving as a timeless reminder of the enduring power of ancient Egypt to captivate and inspire. Tutankhamun's tomb was just one of many royal tombs in the Valley of the Kings. This valley near Thebes served as the final resting place for New Kingdom pharaohs. Giovanni Belzoni discovered Setifert's tomb in 1817, its walls adorned with vibrant paintings. These discoveries have painted a vivid picture of ancient Egyptian beliefs and rituals. The exploration of the Valley of the Kings continues to this day, with archaeologists employing cutting-edge technology to uncover its remaining secrets. Ground-penetrating radar and thermal imaging help locate hidden chambers and passageways. Each new discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, deepening our understanding of the pharaohs who ruled Egypt during its golden age. The dedication and ingenuity of Egyptologists continue to bring its wonders to light, ensuring that the legacy of the pharaohs endures for generations to come. As our understanding of ancient Egypt has grown, so too has the need to protect its fragile legacy. The sands of time, while concealing Egypt's treasures, also pose a threat, as do environmental factors and human activity. To safeguard its heritage, the Egyptian government established the Ministry of State for Antiquities in 2011. This institution oversees all archaeological work in Egypt. The ministry also combats the illicit trade in antiquities, recognizing each looted artifact as an irreplaceable loss. Modern Egyptology is a truly collaborative endeavor. International teams, often working in partnership with Egyptian colleagues, bring a diverse range of expertise to bear on the study of ancient Egypt. The Ministry of State for Antiquities plays a crucial role in fostering these international collaborations, recognizing that the pursuit of knowledge knows no boundaries. This spirit of collaboration is essential for the future of Egyptology, as new technologies and research methodologies continue to emerge. Egyptology, though rooted in the study of the past, is a constantly evolving field. New technologies are revolutionizing the way we explore, analyze, and understand ancient Egypt. Ground-penetrating radar allows archaeologists to peer beneath the sands without disturbing the ground, revealing hidden structures and tombs. Satellite imagery helps identify potential archaeological sites from space, guiding researchers to areas of interest. And in the laboratory, DNA analysis and other scientific techniques provide unprecedented insights into the lives, health, and even the appearance of ancient Egyptians. The future of Egyptology lies in broadening our understanding of ancient Egyptian society. This means exploring the lives of ordinary Egyptians. What were their homes like? What did they eat? What were their beliefs and values? By studying daily artifacts, Egyptologists are piecing together a complete picture. This shift reveals a vibrant civilization beyond pyramids and pharaohs. We are learning about farmers, artisans, merchants, and priests, discovering the importance of family, community, and religion, gaining a deeper appreciation for their ingenuity and resilience. As we delve into Egypt's past, we face a crucial challenge: preserving its fragile heritage for future generations. Climate change, pollution, and mass tourism threaten ancient sites and artifacts. Rising groundwater levels erode the foundations of temples and tombs along the Nile. The number of visitors to sites like the Giza Plateau strains these ancient structures. Protecting Egypt's heritage requires a multifaceted approach involving the government, international organizations, and the global community. This includes conservation efforts, sustainable tourism, and raising awareness. By working together, we can ensure the wonders of ancient Egypt inspire future generations. Our journey through Egyptology spans from ancient sands to modern science. We've seen explorers, scholars, and dreamers captivated by ancient Egypt. From restoring the Sphinx to Flinders Petrie's digs, knowledge has been passed down. The Rosetta Stone unlocked the voices of the past. We've stood in awe within Tutankhamun's tomb. Modern technology is revolutionizing our understanding of ancient Egypt. Egyptology is far more than the study of a long-vanished civilization. It's a testament to human curiosity, our desire to understand our place in time. The echoes of ancient Egypt resonate through art, architecture, and language, reminding us that the past shapes who we are. The legacy of the pharaohs lives on in our quest to unravel their mysteries. As long as there are questions to be answered, Egyptology will continue to thrive. The sands of Egypt still hold many secrets, and each generation of explorers uncovers them. adding their own chapter to Egyptology's story. Deep in the annals of time, long before the pyramids pierced the sky, there existed a period shrouded in mystery and wonder. We journey back to the land of the Nile, thousands of years before the rise of the First Dynasty, to a time known as Pre-dynastic Egypt. From roughly 6000 to 3150 BC, this era witnessed the birth of Egyptian civilization, a period of profound cultural and technological advancements. Imagine a land untouched by the grandeur of the later dynasties, a time when small villages dotted the Nile Valley. The Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, played a pivotal role in shaping their destiny, providing fertile land for cultivation and a vital artery for trade and communication. Pre-dynastic Egypt, often overlooked in favour of its more illustrious successors, holds the key to understanding the very essence of ancient Egyptian civilization. It was during this formative period that many of the hallmarks of Egyptian culture first emerged, from their distinctive artistic styles to their complex religious beliefs. Their innovations in agriculture, their mastery of craft and their early forays into social organization laid the foundation for the rise of one of the most enduring and influential civilizations the world has ever known. The legacy of pre-dynastic Egypt is not merely confined to dusty artifacts and crumbling ruins. It is a testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity. From the humble farmers and artisans to the powerful chieftains who shaped the destiny of their people, we will uncover the stories that illuminate the dawn of Egyptian civilization. Our journey into pre-dynastic Egypt begins with the Badarian culture, a people who inhabited the fertile plains of Upper Egypt from around 4500 to 4000 BC. Named after the archaeological site of El Badari, where their remains were first unearthed, the Badarian people represent one of the earliest identifiable cultures in this ancient land. These were skilled farmers, cultivating crops such as wheat and barley along the banks of the Nile, their lives intertwined with the ebb and flow of the great river. Their pottery, in particular, stands as a testament to their artistic skills and technological prowess. The Badarian people are known for their distinctive black-topped pottery, a hallmark of their culture that has captivated archaeologists and art historians alike. These finely made vessels, often adorned with intricate incised decorations, were not merely utilitarian objects. They were expressions of artistry and craftsmanship. The black-topped finish, achieved through a meticulous process of firing and burnishing, created a striking contrast against the reddish-brown clay, showcasing their technical ingenuity. This trade, likely involving goods such as obsidian, precious stones, and perhaps even ideas, highlights their connection to the wider world and their role in shaping the cultural landscape of pre-dynastic Egypt. Life and death in the Badarian world offer us fascinating insights into their belief systems. They carefully buried their dead in shallow graves, often in a contracted position, accompanied by grave goods such as pottery vessels, cosmetic palettes, and personal ornaments. These offerings, intended to accompany the deceased into the afterlife, reflect their belief in a continued existence beyond the realm of the living. The presence of cosmetics suggests a desire to maintain one's appearance even in death, while the inclusion of food and drink points to a belief in the need for sustenance in the afterlife. These early expressions of social differentiation foreshadow the complex social structures that would characterize later Egyptian society. As we delve deeper into pre-dynastic Egypt, we encounter the Naqada culture, named after the modern city of Naqada, where their remains were first discovered. Flourishing from approximately 4000 to 3000 BC, the Naqada period witnessed a significant expansion in population, territory and cultural sophistication. The Naqada people, building upon the foundations laid by their predecessors, ushered in an era of unprecedented unity and prosperity. This increased interaction fostered cultural exchange and led to the development of a more homogeneous society, paving the way for the emergence of a unified Egyptian state. The Naqada period witnessed a remarkable flourishing of art and craftsmanship, evident in their exquisitely crafted pottery, intricate jewellery and elaborate cosmetics. Naqada pottery, distinct from its Badarian predecessor, featured a wider range of shapes and sizes, often adorned with elaborate painted decorations. These paintings offer a glimpse into their daily lives, depicting scenes of hunting, fishing, religious rituals, and even warfare. The discovery of copper tools and weapons signifies a shift towards more advanced technologies and the growing importance of warfare in their society. The seeds of complexity, social hierarchy and the rise of elites. As the Naqada culture flourished, so too did the complexities of their social structure. Evidence suggests a growing disparity in wealth and status, with an elite class emerging to dominate the social hierarchy. This is reflected in the increasingly elaborate burials of this period, with some individuals interred in large mud-brick tombs, accompanied by a wealth of grave goods. This disparity in burial practices points to a growing social stratification and the emergence of a powerful ruling class who controlled resources and commanded authority. The seeds of complexity sown during the Naqada era would blossom into the sophisticated political and social structures that characterized ancient Egyptian civilization for centuries to come. Monuments in the making, early tombs and their significance. The sands of time whisper tales of ancient rituals and beliefs, and nowhere is this more evident than in the tombs of pre-dynastic Egypt. Unlike the shallow pit graves of the earlier Badarian period, Naqada tombs began to display a greater degree of architectural complexity. Constructed from mud brick, these tombs often featured multiple chambers, providing ample space for the deceased and their funerary offerings. The inclusion of personal belongings, pottery and food offerings within these tombs speaks volumes about their beliefs in the afterlife. These early tombs, therefore, serve as tangible expressions of their evolving cosmology and their reverence for the dead. Settlements of the soul, exploring pre-dynastic villages and homes. Beyond the realm of the dead, the settlements of the living provide further insights into the social fabric and daily lives of pre-dynastic Egyptians. Clustered along the banks of the Nile, these villages, often fortified for protection, served as hubs of agricultural activity and community life. Crafted from mud brick, the houses of this era, though simple in design, reveal a remarkable degree of practicality and resourcefulness. These settlements offer a glimpse into the social dynamics, economic activities and domestic routines that shaped the lives of these early Egyptians. The Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, flowed through the heart of the land, shaping not only its geography but also its destiny. This mighty river, originating in the heart of Africa, carved its way northwards, dividing the land into two distinct regions, Upper and Lower Egypt. Upper Egypt, encompassing the narrow Nile Valley stretching from modern-day Aswan to Cairo, was a land of rugged cliffs, fertile floodplains, and close proximity to the desert. Lower Egypt, in contrast, encompassed the sprawling Nile Delta, where the river fanned out into a network of channels before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. Despite their geographical and cultural distinctions, Upper and Lower Egypt were inextricably linked by the Nile. This interconnectedness fostered cultural exchange and laid the groundwork for the eventual unification of the two lands under a single ruler. Upper Egypt, often referred to as Tashemau, meaning land of reeds or land of the south, was characterized by its rugged terrain and its reliance on the annual flooding of the Nile for agriculture. The rich black silt deposited by the receding floodwaters known as Kemet gave the land its fertility and earned Egypt its ancient name, Kemet, the Black Land. The people of Upper Egypt developed a deep reverence for the Nile, recognizing its life-giving properties and its central role in their cosmology. This artistic tradition, evident in their pottery, rock art, and early forms of hieroglyphic writing, reflects their connection to their environment and their unique cultural identity. Lower Egypt, known as Tamehu, meaning land of the north, stood in stark contrast to its southern counterpart. The Nile Delta, a vast expanse of fertile land crisscrossed by a network of canals and lagoons, offered abundant resources and a more temperate climate. This region, open to the Mediterranean Sea, became a melting pot of cultures, influenced by trade and interactions with neighbouring civilizations. The people of Lower Egypt, surrounded by water, developed a close relationship with the sea and its bounty. The fertile lands of Lower Egypt supported a denser population compared to the south, leading to the development of larger settlements and more complex social structures. The abundance of resources and the opportunities for trade fostered economic prosperity and cultural exchange, making Lower Egypt a hub of innovation and artistic expression. Among the many artifacts unearthed from the sands of time, few hold the historical weight of the Narmer palette. This intricately carved stone slab, dating back to around 3100 BC, provides a tangible link between pre-dynastic Egypt and the dawn of the First Dynasty. On its surface, the palette depicts a king, widely believed to be Narmer, wearing the white crown of Upper Egypt and, in another scene, the red crown of Lower Egypt. This dual depiction is highly significant, suggesting Narmer's role in unifying the two lands under his rule, marking a pivotal moment in Egyptian history. Beyond its political implications, the Narmer palette offers valuable insights into the artistic conventions and religious beliefs of the time. The figures are depicted in a distinctive style, with exaggerated proportions and a profile view, a hallmark of Egyptian art that would endure for centuries. The presence of mythical creatures, such as intertwined serpents and a bull trampling its enemies, hints at the developing religious beliefs of the period, with animals playing a prominent role in their cosmology. This artifact, therefore, serves as a window into a pivotal moment in Egyptian history, capturing the essence of a society on the cusp of a new era. Pre-dynastic Egypt's ingenuity and resilience laid the groundwork for one of history's most enduring civilizations. From Badarian culture to Naqada societies, their innovations in agriculture, pottery and metalworking paved the way for the pharaohs. Their legacy is a testament to human creativity, shaping the course of history. Pre-dynastic Egypt, often shrouded in mystery, laid the foundation for a great civilization. From humble farmers to skilled artisans, their innovations echo through time. They transformed the landscape into a cradle of civilization. Their legacy is a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. As we marvel at ancient Egypt, remember those pioneers.